त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यम् त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वमग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरो गणादीन् पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीन् सदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुरसितम् तारेण रुद्धम् एकत्तवमनुस्वरूपम् दकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारस्यान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नागसन्धानम् सगुम्भिका सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निश्चिद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रथं च वरदं हस्ते बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात्परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो राजपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमदपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय वरदमूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Very good. The sun is out and a lot of people are here today. So happy to see you all. I think last week was Super Bowl, and while you were all watching, we were all praying for the Patriots. Well, nice to see you all. We are learning Ganapathi Atharvaseersham. Last time you missed the most important meaning of the Gayatri Mantra. Ekadantaya vidmahe, Vakratundaya dhimahi, Tanno dantih prachodayat. And who remembers how you understood that mantra? Yes, you do? Yeah? Yeah. You're looking at notes? Good. Yeah.
It was about Ekadantaya, one with the tusk.
One with the
The tusk.
tusk. Yeah.
And then Vidmahe, I know. Vakratundaya, curved trunk. Dhimahi, I meditate. Tanno Dante, one who gives wounds. And Prachodayat, I expand.
Whoa, man. Very good job, Surya, as usual. What is the Vakrtunda we talked about? I drew a picture of what Vakrtunda.
Oh, and when you flip it, it looks like Ganesha.
Yes, for those of you, especially for my buddy here. Buddy, give me a pencil, yeah. My buddy missed the class. So, did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? Sort of. Huh? Okay. Yeah.
But it was on the back paper.
Okay.
Back paper.
What is this?
Oh,
Om, right? I said three things. Vidmahe means?
I know.
Yeah, to know. Dhimahi means?
I meditate.
I meditate. Prachodayat means?
I expand.
I expand. Very good. So first you know who is the Ekadanta means? That is the literal meaning. But what does that mean? How does it apply?
Focus.
One pointed focus. Ekadanta. One pointed, which is to?
Give and forgive.
To give and forgive. Okay. One pointed focus on giving and forgiving. And what do you meditate upon? Om. And how is Om related to Ganesh? Turn it around, Ganesh. You see Om? Turn it around. Who is this? Ganesh. And what is this called? And what is the other way called? What's your name? Pranav. Yeah. Pranav. This is the primordial sound upon which you meditate. Ekadantaya vidmahe. I know this giver and the forgiver whose single pointed focus is to give and to forgive. I know that. Now I meditate upon his form, which is the primordial sound, Omkar. And if you are able to know the giver and forgiver, and you are able to meditate upon the Om, which is resounding in every single aspect of the nature, then who would you become? Expansion into the one who gives and forgives, not gets and forgets. Understand? That is the meaning of that Gayatri, how it applies to ourselves. Now, then there is the description of the form. I went through all of that. Ekadantam, Chaturhastam, 4 hands. Pasham, which is the Ankusham. What does Pasham do? What does that represent? Rope is to leash the mind. Yes, leash the mind. See how beautiful these kids are connecting. And what is this for? Control the ego. Yes. This is to leash the mind. This is to control the ego. Chaturhastam Pasham Ankushadharinam. Radancha Varadam Hastair. Now I described all of those. What is it on his flag? Yes. The mouse. Yeah. What does the mouse do? Navigates what? Inner net. Inner net. That mouse is for internet. This mouse, that Ganesha, is for inner net. Navigating the inner net. Understand? Okay. Radancha Varadam Hastair Bibhranam Mushakadhvajam. Mushaka means the mouse. Raktam Lambodaram. He is blood red in color. And Lambodaram means big belly. What does it stand for? Happy, yes, contented. And why is he red color?
Because it's powerful.
Because it is?
Powerful.
No. Top of the spectrum of wavelength. Huh? You remember this? Okay, good. Raktam Lambodaram Shurpakarnakam. What is that? Yes. Ears of an elephant, which is like a fan. Shurpakarnakam means fan. And what does that do? Shurpakarnakam. What's the value for Shurpakarnakam? If you have big ears, what can you do better?
Hear better.
Listen better, not hear better. Listen better. There's a difference between hear and listen. You understand? Hello. What's the difference between hear and listen?
Hearing it goes in
Here goes in and comes out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Exactly. What does that mean? Listen means what happens?
You actually hear it and it goes.
It goes into your brain. Yes. When you listen, when you hear somebody, you don't pay attention to them, like usually what the wife does when the husband speaks. Okay? But when you listen, you don't think when you listen. You listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. Hey, Surya, don't get distracted. Listen to this carefully. When you listen to somebody, you don't think. You simply listen. Most of the time, when people are listening, they're not, when you start thinking about what the other person is saying and how you want to respond, you're not listening to them. Because you're formulating a response to what they are saying instead of listening to them. So the value is, you have, when you listen to somebody, single pointed focus of just listening to them, to understand them. Not listening to respond to them, listening to understand them. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah? When you are in a class, when this teacher is speaking, you are listening to understand what the teacher is saying, not listening on how to respond to somebody. Shurpakarnakam means the one who has such big ears. When you want to listen to somebody, then you say, I am all ears, please tell me. Right? So, when you are a listener, you are a good leader. One quality of a great leader is to be a good listener. They listen to the people. And when you listen to the people, that's why Ganesha is chosen as the leader of all gods. He is Shurpakarnakam, big ears. Then Lambodaram, happy, contented. When you are happy and you have a smiley face, people would like to come and talk to you. So that you can listen, then you listen to them. If you have a castor oil face or if you have a serious face, then people won't come and talk to you. So Ganesh is so happy, smiley like big Buddha, big belly, right? So then what happens? People will come and talk to Ganesh, yes? Understand, Achintya? Yeah. How? What do you mean how? What do you mean how? When you enter, who is there? Yeah, that's why you talk to him first, yes.
And didn't you also say that if you meditate on him, you will be connected to the universe?
Yes. I haven't come there yet. You want to sit here? Raktam Lambodaram Shurpakarnakam Raktavasasam means wearing red clothes. Raktavasasam means wearing red clothes. Then Rakta Gandha Anuliptangam. Rakta Gandha, red sandalwood. What's the purpose of that? I described the value of that. It smells good. You are resonating, he is resonating an aroma that actually attracts people to come to him. Raktagandha. These are all the qualities of a leader. Okay? What is being described in this mantra? You have a question or a comment?
What is expand?
Oh, expand. What is expand? Yeah. Expand means to become bigger and bigger and larger and larger. That's what it means, right? When you take a balloon and you blow in the air, what happens? It expands, yes. That's the way it expands. So you expand also, your mind is like a balloon. And if you don't make it expand, then you are closed-minded. If you expand your mind, then you are open-minded. If a parachute is closed, then you can't fly in it. If parachute opens up, then you can save yourself when you fall off the aeroplane, yes? So the parachute, if your mind is constricted, then you will be sitting where you are. If your mind is open and is broad and big, you will be able to sail like in a parachute. Right? Understand? Okay. Now, Rakta Pushpais Supujitam Bhaktanukampinam Devam. I went through all of this, I am just repeating because the next mantra that we are going to come to, Bhaktanukampitam Kampinam Devam Jagat Karanam Achyutam. What that means is His heart is throbbing to receive the vibration and the prayers of the people around him. Again, great quality of a leader. When you are a leader, you are ready to listen to people, their problems, address them, help them get motivated. Bhaktanukampinam devam. Any leader is ready to receive the vibrations of their heart is always there to serve, not to rule. That is the quality of a leader. So all these qualities that are described perfectly apply to a leader. And sometime I will tell you what LEADER means. Swami told me LEADER, what each of them stands for. L starts with listening first. Okay? Listening. That's why Ganesha is the leader of all the gods. Avirbhutancha srishtyadau prakrutehi purushatparam. Now, this is the qualities you need to meditate upon. If you are able to meditate upon these qualities and imbibe these qualities constantly, evam dhyayati yo nityam, if you are constantly contemplating on these qualities, sa yogi, yoginam varaha, you become the most connected one. Yogi means the one who is connected. Yoga means to connect, to reunite. Yoga means to reunite. So you will become the most reunited one with yourself. Next, we are saying Namo Vratapataye. Who is this? Okay. Who is this? Okay. Now, Namo Vratapataye, Namo Ganapataye, Namah Pramadhapataye, Namaste Astulambodharaye Kadan. Chant that mantra and then I will explain. Namo Vratapataye,
Namo Ganapataye, Namah Pramadhapataye, Namaste Astulambodharaye Kadantaya Vignanashine Shivasudaya Varadamurtaye Namaha.
Vratapataye. Now he is describing three important patayes are described. First one is Vratapataye. Next one is Ganapataye. Next one is. Now there are three different aspects for which he is the Lord. Vratapata. Vrata means masses of people, innumerable number of people. Vratapataye means he is the Lord of all masses. Ganapataye. What is Ganapataye? Can I borrow your cup, please? Yeah, thank you. Focus on this. Yeah. What is Ganapataye? Master of all senses. Ganapataye. Next is Pramadhapataye. What is Pramadha? Pramadha Ganas. Means
First primary or first?
Pradhama means first, not Pramadha. Okay. See, they all sound very similar. So, Pramadhaganas. You know who are Pramadhaganas? Shiva has these Pramadhaganas. Who is the guy that is sitting right before him? Hello? Nandi. He is one of the Pramadhaganas. He has Nandi, Bhringi, Chandi, Veerabhadra. They are called the Pramadhaganas. You know what they do? They have single-pointed focus towards their Lord. If anybody disrupts that single-pointed focus, they'll destroy them. They are so powerful, they'll destroy them. But they are single-pointed focused. But they are tremendously powerful and evil. Veerabhadra, the guy that he came out of Shiva's hair during Dakshayagya. This is very nice stories. You should go and read. Shiva didn't go kill Daksha. Daksha was another Prajapati, a lord of. Then what happened? Shiva just simply took a hair out of his, when he was doing the Tandavam, he took one hair and he just dropped it, and then Veerabhadra came out, he went and destroyed Daksha and the entire Yajna. So within ourselves, now I will tell you how this applies to us. Vratapati means masses. Masses means constantly desire after desire after desire after desire is popping. The one who is the Lord of all your desires, Vratapataye. The one who is desire of all your senses that are now taking these desires and executing on them. Who is that? Ganapataye. Pramadapataye. When these desires go out of control, then you are on rampage. You became one of those guys that are dead, that your desire has taken over you so much in a wrong way, right? Then you go and your desire destroys you. So the guy who is controlling those aspects within you, which when they are not fulfilled, you become like an evil person, right? Like a terrorist. Why is a terrorist? A terrorist also has a good purpose, but they are wrongly focused. Right? So they have one single pointed focus towards God, right? They do have one single point focus towards God, Allah, jihad. But they go kill everybody on that name. So then what happened? They became pramadhas. And the one who controls them also. Then you are saying, namaste means, what did I say, namaste? Namaste, what's the meaning of next meaning, namaste astu, right? Namaste. What is the meaning of namaste? Hello, adults.
You and me are the same.
You and me are the same. What's the other meaning?
The 5 external and the 5 internal.
What's the other meaning? Namaha te means become namaste. I am simply your reflection. I am not you, but I am just your reflection. Lambodraya, already said. Lambodraya. What does Lambodra mean? Happy belly, yes. Lambodraya. Ekadantaya. One pointed focus. Vighnanasine. Means the one who destroys all the obstacles. Now what are the obstacles? 3 things are obstacles. First your desire. Next your senses. Third is your terrorist-like activities. Those are the 3 obstacles. Right? Vighnanasine. Those are the Vighnas, hurdles. First hurdle is your desire. Bad desire. That's what overindulgence in desire is an obstacle. How is it an obstacle? Because you are so consumed by the desire, you can't think of anything else. That's how it's an obstacle. Yes? The next one, obstacle is your senses. How are your senses obstacle? You're praying to God, suddenly somebody is making a nice cappuccino coffee. You forget God and your mind goes to cappuccino coffee. Yes? That's an obstacle. Vighnanasana means killing those desires. For you, ice cream. Okay? For me, coffee. Okay. So, then the next one is consumed by your obsession. That is pramadapataye. Obsession is an obstacle. Some people are so obsessed, right? In a good way, but they are so obsessed they can't focus on anything else. They are obsessed by it. Obsessed by it. It's called OCD. Obsessive compulsion disorder. Vighnanasine. When all these obstacles are removed, then who are you? You are the son of auspiciousness, Sivasutaya. Siva means auspiciousness, positivity. When the desires are controlled, senses are controlled, and then your tendencies of evil tendencies are controlled that obsess you, then who are you? You are positive. You become the embodiment of positivity. Sivasutaya. Varadamurtaye namaha means you become an embodiment of giving. Varada means to give. Varadamurtaye namaha means embodiment of giving. Now all these are applied to Ganesha, but all these are applied to us. So chant again. Namo Vratapataye,
Namo Ganapataye, Namah Pramadapataye, Namaste Astu Lambodara,
Ekadantaya Vighnanasine,
Sivasutaya
Varadamurtaye. That's the main portion of Ganapathi Atharvaseersham. The next few slokas are what's called Phalashruti. Phala means the efficacy and the potency. Phalashruti means when you actually when you buy a pharmaceutical drug, right? Along with that inside you get a pamphlet. That's called Phalashruti. What does it say?
Side effects.
Ayyo.
Benefits. Benefits.
First, it also talks about benefits first. It tells what the ingredient is, what its pharmacokinetics are, what its pharmacodynamics are, how it directions, how to use it, whether you use it with food or without food, whether you take it 2 times a day, 3 times a day, and then it also talk about side effect. You only focus on side effect. Huh? That is true when you watch a commercial on a pharmaceutical drug, the benefit is only 5 seconds, side effects are 15 seconds. That's what happens with the pharmaceutical drugs. In this case, the benefits are mostly described, side effects are also described. There are side effects described. Now, some people ask the question, should I need to read this pamphlet or not? Huh?
Want to read the pamphlet is also a question.
Generally speaking, you have to read the pamphlet. Then you are better off. Otherwise, you know what you are getting into. But most of the time nowadays, people don't have time, no? So they don't read the pamphlet. Something pops up on your computer, accept. You don't even read any of this stuff, you accept. Does anybody read all the 15 pages of iOS 10.2? They don't read. Huh? Unconditionally they accept. Unconditionally. Without even asking the question, is there anything I need to pay attention to? Accept. Right? So, but then one person asked me this question. Is it important that I need to read Phalashruti? I said, why? First of all, it takes 2 minutes extra time. And this is the questions people have. Should I read Shuklam Bardram Vishnum and before I read Vishnu Sahasranamam and then Itidan Kirtani or not? Because the most important is the in-between, right? 1000 names. Should I read the first portion and the last portion? I said, why you don't read? Sir, it takes 8 minutes extra time. The same question they ask about Phalashruti. What do you answer to the person? And then I asked the question, do you read the pamphlet or not? In the first. Then she said, no, I don't read that. Then it's okay. You can. But generally speaking, you are supposed to read the pamphlet. Okay, so let us now learn what is described as the efficacy and the side effects of this mantra. So Gauri will take us. Before we go through, let me first tell the words so that you got the words first. Etat Atharvaseersham yo adhite. Then when you combine all of that, it becomes Etat Atharvaseersham yo adhite. Okay? Etat Atharvaseersham yo adhite. Etat Atharvaseersham yo adhite. Sa Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Repeat after me. Sa Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sa sarva vignair na badhyate. Sa sarvatra sukhamedhate. Sa panchamahapatakat mahapapat pramuchyate. Sayamadhiyano divasakritam papam nashayati. Prataradhiyano ratrikritam papam nashayati. Sayam prataha prayunjano papo apapo bhavati. Sarvatra adhiyano upavigno bhavati. Dharmartha kamamokshancha vindati. Now let's learn until then, and then I will explain to you the meaning.
एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते
एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते
Etadadharvasirsham, only sham is up, yodhite, only dhi is down. Okay.
योधीते
Yeah. Yeah.
एतदथर्वशीर्षं
See, sham appilka. Okay. Okay. Etadadharvasirsham, sham is up, yeah, correct, yeah. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Surya, Venkuram.
एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते
एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते
स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते एतदथर्वशीर्षं योधीते स ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते
स सर्वविघ्नैर्न बाध्यते
स सर्वविघ्नैर्न बाध्यते स सर्वविघ्नैर्न बाध्यते
स सर्वत्र सुखमेधते
स सर्वत्र सुखमेधते स सर्वत्र सुखमेधते
स पञ्चमहापापात् प्रमुच्यते
स पञ्चमहापापात् प्रमुच्यते स पञ्चमहापापात् प्रमुच्यते
सायमधियानो
सायमदीयानो सायमदीयानो
दिवसकृतं पापं
दिवसकृतं पापं दिवसकृतं पापं
नाशयति
नाशयति नाशयति
सायमधियानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयति
सायमदीयानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयति सायमदीयानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयति
प्रातरधियानो
प्रातरधियानो प्रातरधियानो
रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति
रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति
प्रातरधियानो रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति
प्रातरधियानो रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति प्रातरधियानो रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति
सायं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षं च विन्दति
धर्मार्थकाममोक्षं च विन्दति धर्मार्थकाममोक्षं च विन्दति.
Okay, you are ready to chant?
Atharvaseersham yo dhyate sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Okay, rule number 1. Whatever the teacher says first gets stuck in your head. This is what happens. If the teacher makes a mistake, unfortunately also the students only pick up the mistake, even after she corrects it, right? Or he or she corrects it. So, yodhite etadadharvaseersham yodhite sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Atharvaseersham yo dhyate sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Atharvaseersham yo dhyate sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sa sarva vignaena bhadyate. Sa sarvatra sukhamedhate. Sa pancha mahapapat pramuchyate. Sayamadhiyano divasakritam papam nashayati. Prataradhiyano ratrikritam papam nashayati. Sayam pratah prayunjano papo bhavati. Sarvadhaniyano vavigno bhavati. Dharmarthakamamoksham cha vindati.
Okay, it's not dharmartha kama moksha. It is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So don't say dharmartha kama moksha. It is dha and artha. Dharmartha kama moksham cha vindati.
Dharmarthakamamoksham
Not artha, ardha. Okay? So you have to, there is a difference between tha and dha in Sanskrit. So most of the time people are confusing these two. No? Okay? It is ardha, not artha. Huh?
It's written as ta.
Written as
It is ta. It's written as first ta.
ardha, dha, not tha. If it is written as tha, then it is incorrect. It should be dha. Dharmartha, artha. Okay? Artha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Not dharma, artha. Not artha. Huh? Is it dha the correct word? Enna? DH. Yeah, enga DH irka. Okay, fine. If you have DHA, you are correct. Okay, fine. Dharma artha kama moksha chivinda. One more time. Dharma artha
kama moksha vindati.
One more time. Etadadharvaseersham.
Etadadharvaseersham yodhite sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Sa sarva vignaena bhadyate. Sa sarvatra sukhamedhate. Sa pancha mahapapat pramuchyate. Sayamadhiyano divasakritam papam nashayati. Prataradhiyano ratrikritam papam nashayati. Sayam
Now I'll tell you the meaning of this very quickly because these are all efficacy, primary benefits that you get out of not just chanting this, but adhite means, see how many times adhite. Dhi means your intellect. Adhite means when this gets absorbed into your intellect, then all these benefits will come. Yo etat Atharvaseersham yo adhite sa brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Whose intellect is imbibed in practice with this particular chant that you learned, Atharvaseersham. That when your intellect is imbibed with this means what? Your intellect directs the mind, your mind directs the senses, your senses directs the action, your actions becomes habits, your habits become your character. So if your intellect is illumined with this, and if your intellect is guiding your mind because what you learned from this, now what did you learn from this? How the Supreme Consciousness, all-pervading Supreme Consciousness, how it is manifesting, how it is making you do all the things. That's what you learned, right? Now, there are three aspects with learning Vedic chant. The first one is to first learn it properly, and second is to concentration, contemplation, meditation. Those three have to happen with Vedic chants. First, concentration on understanding what you are chanting, what is the intent behind chanting, what is the meaning of what you are chanting. That's the concentration. Second is contemplation. You don't have to chant loudly. You can sit at one place quietly, and when you go through all of this, do you remember what is the intent behind all the chant that you... That's contemplation. How is this helping me as an individual? How is this increasing my character? If you take this Atharvaseersham into your intellect, adhite, and get absorbed into it, then what happens? You yourself are becoming a Brahman, you realize the Brahman. Sa Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Then, sa sarva vignair nabadhyate. You will never be bothered by any of your desires that are coming into your senses. Vignas means, I said, obstacles. You won't be bothered by your desires. You won't be suffering from your desires. You won't be suffering from happiness. Yes, that's a very interesting.
Suffer from happiness.
It's a very interesting concept. Go talk to your mom and dad. They will explain it to you. Okay. Okay, not now. Yeah, wait. Sasarva vignair nabadhyate. Sasarva vignair. All different types of obstacles. You won't be bothered by them. Sasarvatra sukhamedhate. You will be happy wherever you are. Why you will be happy by chanting this? That's the point you have to ask. Oh, suddenly people are asking, oh, I'm chanting this, sir, but still I am unhappy. I still have desires. How is it? I mean, what's the point of this? Is this drug not working? Yes, this drug won't work if you don't practice it in your life. When you take a drug, you have to follow certain instructions. And when you don't follow those instructions, the drug don't work. Yes or no? Yes. If the medicine has such pharmacokinetics and dynamics that it works better without taking food, then you have to follow this. If you pig out and take the drug won't work. Similarly, this drug called Atharvaseersham, it works when you are able to imbibe it and practice it in your daily life. What is the first thing you have to practice? You have to first practice the point that this, what is called Ganapathi, which is the master of all the senses, he is the one that is listening. He is the one that is chanting. He is the one that is doing everything. Do you have that surrender? If you don't have that surrender and follow, the drug won't work. If you do, sarvatra sukhamedate, you will be happy all the time. Everywhere you are, anywhere you are, sarvatra sukhamedate. Not only that, sa pancha mahapatakat pramuchyate, you will be liberated from the 5 great sins. Now, somebody is thinking, only 5? Very happy. But there are 5 great sins. I don't want to repeat them because none of them commit those. Okay? None of them commit those. So there is no point in talking about the 5 great sins if you don't commit them anyway. So, and one of the 5 great sins which is relevant in today's society is actually killing a cow. And if you are a meat eater and especially a beef eater, please stop, because it is one of the mahapatakas, 5 mahapatakas, and there is no liberation from it. Absolutely no liberation from it. Why eating a cow is the greatest sin? I can take a separate class about that. Because very simply speaking, a cow is the only animal that is not created by Brahma. It came directly out of the yajna that was done by the rishis. It's the only thing that's not created by Brahma. Everything else is created by Brahma. Therefore, it is considered to be the most auspicious, sacred living feature which even Brahma worships. Therefore, eating beef and killing a cow is absolutely an unpardonable sin. But by the way, if you committed that unknowingly in your past, sa pancha mahapataka pramuchyate, you will be liberated from that sin also. If you are able to imbibe this and live this, not simply chant it. Not simply chant. If these mantras have such power that only simply people that are chanting them get liberated, I would not be here. Pancha mahapatakat pramuchyate. Now it's saying prescription. You take a drug in the morning, you take a drug in the evening, and you take it sometimes in between also. Prataradhiyano, ratrikritam papanaseti. Okay, prataradhiyano, sayamadhiyano, divasakritam papanaseti. If you are able, adhiyano, this is the most important word. Adhiyano means the one who is getting it into his intellect, and his intellect is imbibed with this chant and able to live this. If you live this in the morning, the night, sin is destroyed. Now people ask the question, what is a sin? Papam. What is papa? What is a sin? And Sandy?
Forgetting God.
Forgetting God. Yes. It's not only forgetting God, but actually even a greater sin is separatedness from God. Because for which, in fact, there is no reason why we are separate from God. We are all God. God is within us. But we separated ourselves from God. Why did we separate? Because we have to do things that are related to taking care of our body, taking care of our mind, taking care of our household activities. And in the context of doing that, we forgot that we are God. Right? That's why Sandhya Vandanam is so important. Yes? Yeah, please, yes. Yes, you too? Okay.
You know how you say what's like in the God? Technically, Hanuman was, didn't he have like the God, because he wasn't separate from God, he was partially God, so wasn't he like able to do superhuman feats? Or are we all able to do that?
Yes. His question is, Hanuman, who was? Are all of us like God? Then we should be able to do superhuman things like Hanuman did. Yeah. Hanuman was not even a human. But in Hanuman there is a human. Hanuman. H-A. I have to write the spelling for you. Hanuman, yeah. Hanuman, right? H-A-N-U-M-A-N. If you take those two out, who is there? Right? What's the difference between human and a Hanuman? A and N, that's it. A-N. That A-N stands for always chanting the name of God. Always name. Hanuman. If you are constantly chanting the name of God, like Hanuman, you will be a superhuman. That's the point. Yes. Now where was I? Okay, so if you do this in the morning, the sin of the, what is the sin? I was asking the question. The sin is separatedness from God. So if you are imbibed with this in the morning, what you forgot during the sleep that you know, which is separatedness from God, that will be destroyed. Nashayati. Prataradhiyano ratrikritam papam nashayati. In the morning, the night time. In the evening, the daytime. Sayam pratah prayunjano. Sayam pratah prayunjano means the cusp, the intermediate. Yeah? Prayunjano. Then you are all saying, Papo, Papo, Bhavati means 2 times becoming Papa. No, that's not what it is. Papo, Papo, Bhavati means 2 times Papa. No. Papo, Apapo, Bhavati. Papo, Apapo, Bhavati. You don't say because it's a Sandhi. Papo, Apapo, Bhavati. If you are already separated from God, you will become liberated. Apapa. That sin will be cured. Sarvatra adhiyano upavigno bhavati means if you are sarvatra means at all the places adhiyano, you are remembering this, then what happened? Upavigno bhavati, you won't be troubled by any obstacles. Then dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all of those will be in your hand. You will be able to attain those 4 purusharthas. What is dharma? Dharma means righteousness, yeah. But actually, there is no translation for dharma. There is no translation in English for the word dharma. Dharma means that you are able to... Somebody said something? Dharma, artha. Artha means material wealth. Material wealth. Kama means? Moksha means? From what? Yeah.
So to become, let's say, rid of your ego, you have to forget all your material money, like your earthly possessions.
No, there is absolutely no problem in having material wealth. That's not what he's saying. Material wealth is required. Okay? It's not saying get rid of your material wealth. Your father is already worried. There is no problem in having material wealth. Okay? But you should not have too much of it. Then you will suffer from happiness. Okay? Huh? Yeah. He's stuck with it. He's stuck with it. See, Veda class is fun, okay? Yeah. So, what it is saying is, dharma, there are four means to reach the supreme state, right? 4 means. The first means, they're like tools, the ways you read. First is dharma means righteous living. Righteous living. Second is artha means material wealth that is required for being comfortable in your life. How much material wealth you should have? Swami was asked this question by a man. Swami answered very beautifully, how much material wealth I should need? Swami asked very beautifully. Swami answered, what's your shoe size? He asked him. He said, 9, Swami. If I give you 11, will you be able to walk?
No.
No.
Yes.
If I... yeah. Will you be able to run?
No.
Okay. I have to be so careful with this kid. What if I give you 7? No. So what do you need? 9. Just the right size. Similarly, material wealth, you need just the right size to have a comfortable walk of your life. If you have too much, you have a problem. If you don't have much, you also have a problem. You understand, Surya? Now your father is happy. Okay.
It's like Goldilocks and Goldilocks.
What?
Goldilocks. He's talking about Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, what is that? Ayyo Rama, I don't know any of that stuff. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I will go back to my... Kama means, again, desire. Not too much desire. If you have too much desire, Pranav, you will suffer from? Moksha means mohakshaya. Moha means attachment. If you have too much desire and too much wealth, you will be attached. So, Swami again said very beautifully, dharma, ardha, kama, moksha. So how you should tie these? Ardha, material, should always be tied to right way of living. Dharma and ardha should be together. Kama, moksha, desire should be attached to unattachment. Therefore, they should be together. And there is a video in which Swami shows this. I even remember the video in which he shows like this. So what he's saying, ardha, material should be tried to
Yeah, the righteous.
right way of living. Desire should be tied to unattachment, detachment. Then you will be happy. Okay? I will pause there. And today, before we conclude this, I'm very happy that my dear Sai Manikam is here. He is full of energy and is one of the dearest students of Swami, and he studied in Swami's college. Most importantly, I want to highlight one thing about Sai. Sai lived in US.